What's up, cooking squads? It's your girl Tay, and I'm back with another cooking video. As you guys know, it's another video with What's Cooking with Tay. So today, guys, we are going to be making some breakfast. And for breakfast, we are having breakfast tacos. Right now, I am cutting up some smoked sausage. I cut it in half, then I cut it in half again, and then I'm just going to cut it in little bite-sized pieces. As you can see, that's what I'm doing right now. So we're just going to cut up our smoked sausage until we have all of it cut up. And this is some smoked sausage that I had left over from another meal that I had. So this is not a fresh pack of smoked sausage. This is just some leftover smoked sausage that I am going to be using for the breakfast taco. Okay, this is a quick, easy, simple breakfast that you can make for your family or for the kids. So guys, let's get right on into this cooking video. So now that our smoked sausage is done, we're going to move over to our next ingredient, which is eggs. And right now, I'm just going to crack open about 4 eggs. And then we're going to scramble them and put them in the skillet. So now, guys, we are adding a tablespoon of butter to our skillet, and then we're going to just let that melt, and then we're going to add our smoked sausage that we cut up. We're going to add that to the skillet next. So now that our butter is all melted, we're just going to add our cut up smoked sausage to the skillet, and we're going to saute those sausages for maybe about 5 minutes or so, or until they are nice and brown. Okay, so now that our smoked sausage are nice and brown, we're going to take our egg mixture and we're just going to pour that onto the smoked sausage. And we're just going to scramble up our eggs until they are all done. So what you see me doing here is once the eggs start cooking on the side, I'm just going to start scooping those sides in from the pan with the fork. I know that my skillet is already messed up right now, so it doesn't matter if I use a fork right now because it's already scratched up. So I don't have to use a wooden spoon. And so I'm just going to use the fork and just scrape all those eggs in. Every time they're cooked or they get stuck to the skillet, you want to scrape those eggs in because you do not want those eggs to get burnt. Because I don't know about you guys, but I do not like burnt eggs personally, okay? I cannot stand burnt eggs, so my eggs cannot be burnt. So that's what you're going to see me doing in this part of the video, is scraping all the eggs up until they are all the way done. So now that our eggs are all done and scrambled, we're going to take some Pam, and I have another skillet here, and I'm just going to spray this skillet with some Pam. And then I'm going to grab my floured tortillas. I have low carb tortillas because I'm trying to eat low carb foods. That's what I've been doing lately. So those are the tortillas that I'm going to use. And what you're going to see me doing here is putting the tortilla in the skillet that I sprayed Pam in. And then I'm going to take a slice of cheese. You can use any kind of cheese you want. You don't even have to put cheese in it if you don't want to use cheese. You can eat it without cheese as well. But I'm going to just fold this cheese in half. And I'm just going to put 2 slices of cheese. Well, it's 1 slice of cheese split in half. And I'm just going to put both of those pieces on one side of the tortilla. And then we're going to take our smoked sausage and egg mixture. And we're just going to lay that on one side of the tortilla on top of the cheese. You do not have to put as much as I'm putting on here. You can just put a little bit just to even it out. But I like a lot in mine. So if you don't want it to be falling over, you do not have to put this much of the mixture on your tortilla. So now that we have that on there, we're going to take some Colby Jack cheese. And then I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit of Colby Jack and Monterey Jack cheese on top of the meat and the eggs. And like I say, once again, you do not have to use cheese at all. You can just eat it with the smoked sausage and egg if you are lactose intolerant. So guys, this is how it's looking so far. And now that our cheese has melted a little bit, we're just going to flip that side over of the tortilla. It's okay if some of the stuff fall out. Just try to put it back in there. And especially the cheese, because if the cheese get on the skillet, it's going to burn. So don't do like me, because some of my cheese came out of my skillet and it burnt in the skillet a little bit, but that's okay. So we just fold our tortilla over and just press it down a little bit. And we're going to let it cook on that side for maybe a minute or two. And then we're going to flip it over to the other side and let that side cook and the other cheese melt on that side as well. So now that our cheese is all melted on that side, we're just going to give it a good flip and let it cook on the other side for a minute or two. So all we're doing here is really browning our tortilla and melting the cheese. And now that that's all done, we're just going to remove it from the skillet and place it on a plate. And then we're going to cut it in half, which is optional. You don't have to cut it in half, but I chose to cut mine in half. So guys, our breakfast burrito is all done. And now what I'm going to do is just cut it in half. As you can see, all the cheese is all melted. I'm just going to cut it in half right now so you can see how it's looking on the inside. So this is the finished product of our breakfast taco. As you can see, all the cheese is all melted. The flour tortilla is nice and brown. And now if you want to make it look a little fancier, you can add some parsley to it, some fresh parsley, or you can add the grounded parsley that's already in the jar. Look at that, you guys. Look how good that looks. We have our breakfast taco. And I'm also going to add some salsa, which is optional. You do not have to add salsa to yours, but it tastes really, really good with salsa. And I have some paste chunky salsa that I'm just going to drizzle over the breakfast taco. And like I said, if you want to make it look a little bit more fancier, make it look like you cook a real nice fancy meal, okay, you can just put this on top of your breakfast taco as well. So I'm just sprinkling some parsley on top. This is one way that you can add a little bit more color to your meal. Or you can add fresh parsley, what I'm going to show you as well. So I'm just adding some fresh parsley to it just to make it look more edible and more fancy. So that's what I'm doing right now. So guys, this is the finished look. This is the finished product. So we have our fancy breakfast taco, okay? So guys, that is it for this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I will see you guys in the next cooking video. Ciao.